Stream, when was the last time STARRAIL was this hyped up on a midnight evening? It has been absolutely crazy. Hope we're all doing well. Hi, hello, and welcome. It was it was shaping up to be a normal Monday evening. I was about to hop into the shower and start getting ready for bed. It was a work night. It is a work night. I have work tomorrow, same time as I always have work. And I was just like, you know what? Let's go ahead, just lay in bed for a bit, doom scroll for a bit, maybe read some manga, watch some anime. Who knows? And then all of a sudden, I open up YouTube before I'm about to go into my shower to put on some music. And there it is on my screen, Honkai Star Rail Myriad Celestia trailer. And I was just like, oh, that's really cool. But then I see Finan on the thumbnail. And I'm like, oh, that is really cool and also really interesting. So immediately in my head, I'm like, all right, well, I'm gonna have to probably start up a stream tomorrow and watch this trailer because obviously this is important in some capacity. But I kid you not, I sit down on the toilet. And this is where all the brain magic happens, right? I sit down on the toilet and I open up Reddit, and and again I see this post about the Myriad Celestia, 300 comments already, and I'm just like, oh, what the fuck? This is serious. And very stupidly, I open up the post just out of pure instinct, and the very first comment I see is like, I don't read the whole comment. Like, the very first comment I see, and I only see one keyword in it. I don't read anything else. As soon as I see this keyword, I close out of the Reddit post. Lord Ravager. I fucking force shut down the app. I shut down my phone. I threw my phone on the floor. I spiked that shit. My phone is broken. And I immediately, I'm like, I have to get stream up. So I basically, as fast as I possibly could, got everything ready, got my lights turned on, put together a quick YouTube thumbnail, posted on Twitter, basically everything I do before stream to make sure that the stream goes well. Tested audio, all that jazz. And yeah, basically, we're going to react to this trailer that dropped, I think not even an hour ago. Like, it dropped like 40 minutes ago. And something tells me this is about to be absolutely insane. Like, I think you see it and you see the stream thumbnail. I think this is going to change Star Rail forever because Finan is on a thumbnail. Apparently, what that Reddit post comment said is that this focuses on something related to a Lord Ravager. It could be Finan, it could be the Lord Ravagers as a whole. Who fucking knows? But even if it is just Finan, the fact that they're dropping this Myriad Celestia at this time means something, right? There is no character coming up in the next couple of days. The next character that will be released is Finan in 3.4 next week. Like, we are dropping a very early trailer, and it is a Myriad Celestia, and Finan is on the cover, and I am extremely excited, and I genuinely think that this is going to change Star Rail as we know it. Because I went on Reddit, I went on Twitter just a little bit before the stream. The last time I saw the community this on fire was during the 2-year anniversary when they dropped the special animation. That was the last time I saw the community kind of buzzing like this. And to me, that tells me this is serious. Honestly, if this is similar or akin to when Genshin dropped their Fatui Harbinger trailer, I forget what they call it. I don't think they call it Myriad Celestia, right? Let me search it up on YouTube really quick. Genshin Fatui Harbinger animation. Yeah, they're Tevat chapter interludes, the A Winter Night's Lazo. Basically, they dropped it out of nowhere and they just introduced all of the Fatui Harbingers. So my gut tells me this is gonna be similar. If they fucking show all of the Lord Ravagers, I'm gonna flip out, bro. I'm not gonna be able to sleep. Bro, it's half past midnight, and I have to go to work in eight 9 hours. Like, what's going on? I haven't gotten ready for bed. It is about to be crazy, but man, I'm excited. Star Rail has been so fucking crazy recently with everything leading up to 3.4. The live stream was really fun. 3.3 story was incredible, and we are basically barreling towards a story patch 3.4 that I think is going to be absolutely batshit crazy. So we're going to start building the hype here. Myriad Celestia time. No more stalling. Let me bring up the trailer on YouTube. And I'm going to be very careful because I think my home feed is going to be filled with people reacting to it. So let's put up a hand. Okay, that blocks mostly everything. Okay, Honkai STARRAIL. Bada bing. Okay. No. Pause. Okay. And switching overlays. We are here. Myriad Celestia, Fables About the Stars, Part 2. What is the other? Hold on. We're gonna exit out. Honkai STARRAIL. Wait, what? We are going back that far? Huh? I searched up Fables. I searched this up earlier to get this thumbnail. I didn't even see this. This is like, isn't this the first Myriad Celestia trailer ever? Wait, there's no way. Oh my god, that increases the hype so much more. I can't believe I didn't see this when I searched up the thumbnail. Holy fuck. This is like the very first Myriad Celestia ever. Well, it might be the first or the second. The same name. Part 2. Oh, this is changing everything. This generally is changing everything. Okay, now I'm even more excited. All right, let's turn on closed captions. We'll turn them off if it's in Japanese. I don't think it's going to be in Japanese. Usually we do 20%. Let's go with that. Okay. Lord Ravagers, please. Please give me Lord Ravagers. I'll settle for just fine. And oh my god, I'm nervous to click. I'm nervous to click play. Okay, deep breaths. We're about to react to Fables About the Stars Part 2 Myriad Celestia trailer. Does this change STARRAIL as we know it? Let's find out.
The last time I was on the Yuchua was centuries
Oh my
ago.
god.
Pity that you now come not as a hero, but a prisoner. Put the abundance in their grave, empty talk.
The divination matrix will naturally determine whether your words are trustworthy.
Fine. As we always say on the Cienjo, seeing is believing.
Yo.
A war of gods has already
What the fuck?
in the Abacus's couch.
Oh my god. Billabog.
The Lord Ravager's wish will be
Woo!
fulfilled,
Iron Tomb.
and an eon will fall.
Wait, what?
This is a chess game between gods. As
Wait.
each piece falls to counter the next. Why not take
Oh my
advantage of
god.
your own goal?
This is so much more than I ever expected.
The Alliance already has the Swarm Author's remains to kill a god.
Oh.
We just need to temper the Hunt's arrowheads with Ruin's golden blood.
Oh my god. Euphorious. Okay, so still muted. I'm glad we turned on captions.
A colleague told me that the Cienjo Alliance is not our enemy. So why not join this
Oh.
great beast
Wait.
and observe how billions
Oh, this is Selenova.
into
They just mentioned her, but I didn't think they showed her.
Indeed.
Oh.
This is not a process, but the outcome. Let the ignorant hunter raise
Wait.
the bow and
They're showing them all.
What they believe in.
Selenova, I think that's her name.
Ultimately,
Fantilia, that had to have been Pantilia.
So, what's the point in this process? Just for it to feel like a ceremony? Well, it's not like I have a right to complain about ceremonies. I mourn for worlds that can no longer laugh.
Do you still remember what happened?
I saw a spot of light
Yo,
in the star.
what? Who is
Existence itself was torn.
who is that?
The despairing white, enveloping both entropy and time.
Oh my god, that can't. Is that Ix? That can't be.
We salute thee, blemished
Oh,
one,
animation.
in defiance of the cosmic
Who are you? Is that's Fantilia?
Together, beneath your gaze, we bear witness to a colleague's end.
Oh my god.
Be it coronation or collapse,
Who are you?
their yearning is the same.
Oh, you are so fucking cool. Oh my god.
Just a witness? That feels like formalism. Even if every genius in the cosmos dropped dead, what's that got to do with us?
Oh, what a design.
Still not enough for you? The fools will only flounder in tears after the wise have been buried.
I can't even pay attention to the dialogue.
Cease your chatter. The sun has risen.
Oh
The end
my
of time.
god.
When Iron Team finally breaks its ship, the erudition's calculations will
Wait,
But who could say that Machiavelli on a new
are they aiming for
bring another self?
Noose? Oh,
Trailblazing always ends up igniting something, no?
oh my god, dude.
They'll achieve an even more majestic ruin.
Hi, Nanook.
Prisoner who picked up star.
Lycus.
If you are to become the first spark, then come and leave the cave with me. And in that fable about the stars, we'll pen the praise of destruction.
Okay. All right. Oh, we're watching it again. This time I need to temper my just adrenaline and my excitement. Okay, no comment. We're watching again. This time, focus in. Deep breaths.
The last time I was on the Chue was centuries ago.
Pity that you now come not as a hero, but a prisoner. Put the abundance in their grave, empty talk.
The divination matrix will naturally determine
So,
whether your words are
Jing Liu is aiming for the abundance still specifically.
As we always say on the Xianzhou, seeing is believing. A war of gods
Yo,
has already
what
begun
the hell?
in the Abacus's
I mean, just seeing
capital,
Belobog
Xianzhou.
here is insane.
The Lord Ravager's
And
wish
seeing
will
the-
be fulfilled.
The Xianzhou in depth, like the IPC. So they're aiming after Noose,
Chess game between gods.
and it looks like
Peace
this
falls
is
to counter the next.
destruction
Why not take advantage of it
corrupting
for our own
the various
cause?
worlds that we've seen.
The Alliance already has the Swarm Author's remains to kill a god.
Jesus.
We just need to temper the hunt's arrowheads with Ruin's golden blood.
With Ruin's golden blood. So the Xianzhou is interested in Euphorius. Zhao Cho and Fei Xiao combating Celanova here. We know Celanova is kind of the Antimatter Legion's main star commander.
So why not join this
Okay, so Celanova seems to be the oh my god, what a fleet. There was a Doomsday Beast there.
Indeed, death is not a process, but the
This is
outcome.
Fantilia.
Let the ignorant hunter raise their bow and kill what they will.
Especially the way she refers to the quote-unquote ignorant
And
hunter.
ultimately, kill
So Celanova is the
So,
she's the Lord Ravager we saw in the white dress.
just
He's another
ready to
Lord
feel
Ravager
like a
that I don't know yet.
Well, it's not like I have a right to complain about ceremonies. I mourn for worlds that can no longer laugh.
Who?
Do you still remember what happened?
Sin, thirst, serve, nihility.
I saw a spot of light that
Oh
dimmed
my
the star.
god. And this hooded figure with the
Existence itself was torn, leaving only a despairing white.
that hooded figure with the
enveloping both
katana
entropy and time.
seems to be related to nihility in some way, but I would bet he is a Lord Ravager.
We salute thee, blemished one. In defiance of the cosmic.
Yeah, this is Fantilia.
We offer a magnificent.
Just her full design.
Together, beneath your gaze, we bear witness to a colleague's end.
This is Celanova.
Be it coronation or collapse, the end of their yearning is the same.
Coronation or collapse. Damn. The OSD is hitting, dude. Is this Iron Tomb, maybe?
This
No.
that feels like formalism. Even if every genius in the cosmos dropped dead, what's that got to do with us?
Jeez, are they referring to the geniuses directly?
Still not enough for you.
I wonder if he's Zephyro. I don't think he would
Fools
be.
will only flounder in tears after the wise have been buried.
That might be another Lord Ravager.
Cease your chatter.
Bro, this guy's insane.
The sun has risen from the end of time.
What a sword. That Lord Ravager is fucking
When
crazy.
Iron Tomb finally breaks its shell, the erudition's calculations will meet the end.
Oh my god.
You could say that Machiavelli on a new journey won't bring
Them being scared of Machiavelli is pretty cool.
Trailblazing always ends up igniting something, no? Then, they'll achieve an even more majestic ruin.
Oh, Nanook. The fact.
Prisoner who picked up Starfire.
Oh, hi, Finan.
If you are to become the first spark,
God, he looks so
then
cool.
come and leave the cave with me.
And are you a Lord
And that
Ravager?
fable about the stars. We'll pen the prelude of destruction.
Oh my god. He has to be one, right? The fact that what a design for Lygus. The fact that he's been built up as an emanator level character. And we really couldn't identify who he might be, which path he might be following and attached to. With this design and the fact that with this line, almost certainly means he's an emanator of destruction, which almost certainly means he's a Lord Ravager. And another thing is the fact that we go from this shot of Nanook,
Majestic ruin.
right? This shot of Nanook to this shot of Finan kind of makes me think they are going to go play into the fact that Finan could be, Nanook, that they could be one and the same. There have been two big theories with Finan, that he's either a Lord Ravager, which is the theory that I tend to lean towards two more, or that he is basically who Nanook was before he ascended into an Eon. Because there's a couple of similarities. Their designs are somewhat similar. They have similar colored hair, similar color palette, right? And people are saying that Lycus, might be watching over Amphorius because Amphorius was the birthplace of Nanook. Who knows? But man, I mean, what a fucking trailer. I mean, we're going to go through this frame by frame and we're going to talk about pretty much everything. So we start with Jing Yuan and Jing Liu, who are, I forget what the exact name is. I'm sorry, it's been a while since I brushed up on my Xianzhou lore, but they're in the kind of like the most high security prison that the 10 Commissions watches over. And Jing Liu is obviously being held there, and Jing Yuan is, with Jing Liu, probably interrogating her. This could be before or after Jing Liu and Locha's presentation to the 10 Commissions. Who knows, right? But they basically banter back and forth a little bit. This line is pretty important. It goes to show that Jing Liu is still completely focused on the abundance. And she agrees to be analyzed by the Divine Matrix. And I'm guessing that everything we see in this trailer is basically the Divine Matrix looking through her eyes, seeing the past, the future, whatever. Who knows how she knows this? This is Bellabog. So you can see Eurylo. Well, I always refer to Eurylo 6 as Bellabog because to me that's the name I associate with the planet more, but the planet is technically Eurylo 6. We see basically what is, I assume, to be the future destruction of Bellabog and giant mechs. Now, I actually don't think this is the Antimatter Legion. It might be. Actually, no, never mind. I was gonna say these might be mechs that the Bellabog people built to combat the Antimatter Legion. But actually, now that I'm looking at this, they definitely seem like they're fighting the robots. I think this could be who's the one that takes over? Who's the Lord Ravager that like takes over technology? Is that Iron Tomb? I always forget. Again, my STARRAIL lore is rusty. But man, getting a shot of Bellabog like this, I mean, Zila, Branya, Natasha, I don't think that's a character. That's probably just an NPC, basically just combating destruction of their entire planet. Then we get a shot of the Xianzhou. We're basically going through every significant planet slash world that we've been to on our Trailblazer journey so far and seeing its future destruction. There's Gunaifen and Bailu taking care of what is likely NPC characters. I don't see them as specific designs. No one else in the background, but yeah, complete destruction of the Lafu. Then we go to Penacony. Well, actually, we don't go to Penacony. We get a scene of the IC. We get a scene of the IPC. Really nice to see Topaz again with a massive just reveal. The fact that the Lord Ravagers or the Destruction seem to be going after the Erudition. Like, Noose seems to be their primary target, which I think makes a little bit of sense. Noose being the eon of like all knowledge in the universe and kind of the eon that presides over the Genius Society. To me, the Genius Society and, the path of erudition, probably a major obstacle in the Destruction's, path to complete, obliteration of the universe. Like other eons, like, Lon and the Hunt, obviously also a big threat, but their threat is more through just sheer combat prowess, right? The Erudition and the Genius Society are a wild card. They, I don't think the Destruction sees them as someone they can just trample over. You know what I mean? So this is also pretty cool, the fact that they're at Pier Point. So Topaz is kind of analyzing this. So a direct reference to Iron Tomb here as well, which is pretty cool. But we already knew that he was one of the more active Lord Ravagers. Then after the IPC, we go to Penacony here, referring to the chess game once again. This seems to be interesting, actually, because these machines seem to be going into the dreamscape. Which, number one, are they inanimate or are they somehow organic beings? Like, is this like some angle at Rupert, right? I don't think so, because Rupert technically isn't a Lord Ravager. He was his own threat, which is crazy. Rupert caused the Nanook to ascend to Eonhood. Really, really, really cool way to show how Penacony's being destroyed without actually showing the world being destroyed by having an image of Robin on the screen slowly being corrupted. Also, really, really quickly, I haven't pointed it out, but I'm going to point it out now. This, of course, is this like red corruption is Black Tide corruption from Emphorius. That's where we've seen this before, which basically all but confirms that the Black Tide is related to something related of destruction, right? Because this whole trailer has been using this red corruption to show the impact and influence of, you know, the Antimatter Legion as they destroy worlds. And we've seen this in Pentaconi. So yeah, I think this is the destruction. I think the Black Tide is related to destruction, which not the biggest reveal, right? So Pentaconi slowly being destroyed from the inside the dreamscape. This is Herta's space station. Yep, it even says right there, being destroyed by something falling down to the blue. Not sure what planet that is. And then we kind of go through the cosmos as it's being destroyed, and basically another huge reveal that the Xianzhou Alliance, I assume they're talking about the Xianzhou Alliance. They just refer to the Alliance, but no other faction or organization in STARRAIL has been referred to by the Alliance. And I think if there was another faction out there that was called the Alliance, that would be pretty bad writing, because you don't want to have the Xianzhou Alliance and the Alliance. That just doesn't make sense to me. That could cause confusion. So this is the Xianzhou. Apparently, they've got the remains of something related to the Eon of Propagation, which I actually don't know, because the Swarm obviously was the propagation, right? But here, Jing Liu says, is it still Jing Liu talking? Yes. Jing Liu is still talking. Here, Jing Liu says the Swarm author, which I would refer to, you know, Tazaronth. Is that how you pronounce it? But the Eon of Propagation. But then you have the Abundance here. So this is also an interesting juxtaposition. Like, is she referring to Tezithronth? Is she referring to the Abundance? Is she referring to the Swarm even? Did I just forget the name of the Eon of Abundance? There's no way. Lon is Hunt. What is Lon? There's a way. Okay, no. This is ridiculous. Hold on. Eon of Abundance. Okay, no. Yaoshi. Thank you. So is Jing Liu referring to Yaoshi here? Is she referring to Tazironth, however you pronounce it? Who knows? But effectively, the Xianzhou Alliance has remains of something related to the Swarm in order to kill an Eon. Whether it's right now, this is focused on Noose, but maybe she's referring to Yaoshi. Who knows? This could be a red herring. But yeah, Noose seems to be a big target at the moment, which is terrifying. And basically, Jing Liu goes on to say that in addition to whatever this Swarm remains is, right, they need to temper the power of the Hunt with Ruin's Golden Blood, and then we cut to Emphorius. And you guys know Golden Blood and Emphorius refers to one very specific thing, a Chrysos heir. Man, this is insane. Like, we're only a minute in, and there's still so much that was already revealed. And then just direct view of Selenova. That's crazy. We've heard about Selenova so much and how she is effectively the right hand of Nanook, because she commands the Antimatter Legion's galactic fleet. And seeing Fei Xiao and Zhao Cho, who, by the way, really sad to see the blindfold. It is what it is. Selenova's Legion is retreating. Yeah, who knows? And there she is. We see her design in full later, But yeah, here she is kind of like playing like a puzzle game. White dress. Oh my god, she might be my favorite design of all the Matter Legion. She spawns in a Doomsday Beast just casually, and Antimatter Legion fleet. Very cool. I don't know what this is, but again, this Golden Blood, something Golden Blood related, even if it isn't Golden Blood, I'd be very surprised if this wasn't Finn. She gets revealed fully in the trailer later, and she looks different than what she looks like here. But I think this is just Fantasia, with like a different outfit on, because we know that out of the Lord Ravagers, she is the one that's related to flower petals and the abundance, and also the fact that she has this day. She seems to have some form of disdain for the hunt here with this line. And we see this scene here. That is also probably Fantilia in the background. Who knows? This, I don't know what this is. It could just be that same world. Another Lord Ravager here is. I'm trying to think of who this one could be. He seems terrifying because compared to Selenova and Fantilia, who have these huge, bombastic designs, right? This guy is just this lone figure walking through this frozen, or maybe not frozen, but ashen world, just by himself, lonesome, with the stature of what seems to be a human. Again, golden blood, like and then Acheron, just high Acheron, looking as beautiful as always. God damn, she's gorgeous. The sin thirster of nihility, still remember what happened? Is there an antimatter? Is there a Lord Ravager somehow related to nihility in Acheron? Like maybe this is someone, and also just casually, I'm just ignoring this. Multiple planets, moons here just being destroyed by what I can assume is this figure right here, who obviously another Lord Ravager, but also connected to the nihility, I think, and Acheron, obviously. Like, who is this character? Like, honestly, if we hadn't gone to the Amphorius yet, and we had seen this trailer, I would be thinking that this character is Kevin, right? Considering, or like the Kevin XP, considering the connection to Acheron and Nihility. Who knows who that character is? Fucking badass as all the other Lord Ravagers. Then I'm not sure what this is, but we zoom out almost. Again, golden blood of some kind. Who knows? This is where we get the Lord Ravagers in full view. There she is in all her glory. This is Fantilia. The hair, the lipstick, the face coloring, like this is Fantilia, which is fucking crazy because we saw her in 1 point, not 1.0, 1.1, 1.2, really close to STARRAIL's launch. And I've said this before. I think Fantilia's introduction to the story was pretty weak, and I think that story within the Cienjo was also pretty weak. But that doesn't mean that I don't respect Fantilia's role within the story. I'm terrified of her. She's a Lord Ravager. She's fucking crazy. Seeing her design in full like this is insane. Like, this alone would get me absolutely hyped to no degree. But the fact that we get more is crazy. I mean, let's go back really quick. So she has these almost propagation-like horns. Let's go back to what we were to, like her other design. So yeah, this is absolutely Fantilia. The way her hair falls. Yeah, so this is all Fantilia. She's got different different colorings, but I think it's just the lighting, the choice of color palette used. They're all Fantilia. So Fantilia here in all her glory. She looks awesome. Then we probably get my favorite Lord Ravager design. All while they are like spouting this just philosophical and like very like ethereal and mysterious dialogue. Like, what does this all mean? And the defiance of the cosmic roots to paths, obviously, that's what that means. They want to destroy them, I suppose, is what they're saying here, just more majestically than I am. I'm not very eloquent. We will bear witness to a colleague's end. Are they talking about a Lord Ravager? I really hope they're not talking about Celanova, because look at this design. Oh my god, it's so cool. I love just the whiteness in the way her eyes are masked by a halo. Oh, it's so fucking cool. Be it coronation or collapse, the end of the yearning is the same. Yeah, this is the shot that I was looking for. God, she is fucking awesome. She better be playable. All these, actually, I don't know if Fantilia would be playable, but I hope this character is playable. God, Celanova's so cool. I'm thinking that they're showing all of the Lord Ravagers like continuously. So I'm thinking whoever this is also a Lord Ravager. Is this Iron Tomb? Who knows? Right? I don't know if they would make Iron Tomb that big, but they genuinely could have. And then the screen cracks, and we get this character again. This character, honestly, if we didn't get the one after this, he would be the one I'm most scared of. Then the fact that he refers to what I think is the Genius Society. If every genius in the cosmos dropped dead, what's that got to do with us? His design is fucking awesome. The hand holding this die. Oh my god, that's so cool. I'll have to go to Reddit and YouTube and Twitter to see who they think these mystery Lord Ravagers are. Because we have Fantilia, we have Celanova, and we have theoretically Finan, but at this point, after this trailer, I'm thinking Finan might just be Nanook. Still not enough for you. The fools will only flounder in tears. Oh my god, after the wise have been buried. What I'm also interested to see is if I think this is a Lord Ravager. Not the design of the Lord Ravager, but isn't there a Lord Ravager that like swallows worlds like through like a quote unquote storm? Let's see. Hold on. Because I want to. Here we go. Okay, thank you. So I sat. Wait, what? I don't remember this name. Oh, hi. Well, okay. Nice to confirm that. I'll have to look into this later. Asat Pramad. Whoa. Is it in the video description, maybe? Oh, it is. No way. The other, oh my god, it is. One of them is Zephyro. It's not this one. Oh, but it's the guitar. It's this. This is Zephyro. Oh, out of all the Lord Ravagers they showed in this trailer, if I had to pick one that would be Zephyro, it's this one. This one, Asat Pramad terrifies me from like strategic, like intellectual perspective. He seems like just a fine gentleman. You know what I mean? But from a combat perspective, like a martial prowess perspective, the one that they showed that they show here, okay, not here. This motherfucker, I would for sure say is the most terrifying Lord Ravager that they showed in this trailer. Just his design, his fucking sword, the fact that he's related to the Nihility and Akron. So if I had to pick any of the Lord Ravagers, it would be this one to be Zephyro. And the fact that he is Zephyro is fucking awesome. Also, the fact that he's Sean Chiplock, very nice. Regardless of what you think of Sean Chiplock as a person, I respect him in some ways. Really don't respect him in other ways. But you guys know me as a Trails fanatic, like a Kiseki. For those of you who don't know what Trails like Kiseki is, Google it. But for those of you who do know what Trails is, you guys know Sean Chiplock is massive, within the Trails community. Oh, Erica Mendez as Celanova too. God, this is so cool. One interesting thing is they're not referring to Lygus here as Lord Ravager. We'll get there eventually. So the sun has risen from the end of time is an interesting line here by Zephyro. Iron Tomb breaking another gorgeous shot of Fantilia. They're clearly going after the erudition. Noose is just they're fucked. And then a reference from Asat Pramad on Akivili is pretty cool. Celanova, again, also being beautiful. And then oh my god, Zephyro is so cool. What a design. And then basically the culmination of the 4 Lord Ravagers that they showed in this trailer to Nanook just staring down upon the galaxy, upon the universe. Again, with golden blood and a very similar cracks and like wounds on his body as what Finan has. Like, is this motherfucker Nanook? Oh my god, that would be insane if he was. I was thinking he was just a Lord Ravager. And then we get Lygus being the absolute mysterious Chad that he is. Just, and bada bing, and all of a sudden, I am now scared of you. Who the fuck are you if you're not a Lord Ravager? I kind of want him to be a Lord Ravager. This is a Lord Ravager design. Oh my god, what a trailer. I mean, just so much revealed. I mean, Zephyro's design, fucking Selenova's design, Asat Pramod. I don't think we got Asat Pramod referred to at all before, right? That's just a new name. Out of the Lord Ravagers. And now we have a few more confirmed. Oh, shit. Here we go. So we've got Selenova, Iron Tomb, Fantilia. We don't know this one yet. We got Zephyro. So we've seen these 4. And we have yet to see Iron Tomb and whoever the Sun Devourer is. And obviously we have one that is dead. And then an unnamed Lord Ravager. I mean, is Iron Tomb the one that like takes over like planets, like technology? So I'm thinking that this character right here is not Iron Tomb, but just Iron Tomb taking over whatever this mech is. And also, I'm also thinking that the person who's attacking Penacony here is also Iron Tomb in some capacity, and also the person who is attacking Belobog, also probably Iron Tomb. Anything related to like mechs and like technology and robotics, I would think is Iron Tomb taking over said technology to destroy worlds. But wow, I mean, what a this was the Fatui Harbinger trailer for STARRAIL. Nothing is the same. Nothing is the same. Who the fuck is? Who are you? Who are you? God, look how cool he is. Are you Nanook? I was always in my mind thinking that this is just a Lord, that Finan was just going to be a Lord Ravager. Maybe he is still going to be a Lord Ravager. But if he is going to be a Lord Ravager, he is going to be a heavily important Lord Ravager. God damn. And if he is Nanook, even more importance, right? To his story. And who are you? God, you are terrifying. This is also, I think, a final villain design. Like, if they want to go the route of making Finan a redeemable character, like a good guy at the end of Amphorius, this is a design that could be used for a final boss. Wow, I mean, Jing Liu, Amalie, Jing Yan, Alejandro Saab as always, Akron as Allegra Clark, just really cool stuff. Who is the Synth Thirster? A Synth Thirster is a term referring to a deceased character who emerges from the depths of Ixnihility. Oh! So Tiernan was a Synth Thirster. I did not know there were specific names for them. Oh, and also the Galaxy Rangers who went to destroy Zulo. Interesting. Very cool. So Akron here is not referring to Zephyro. She's referring to someone else. Or maybe Zephyro is the Synth Thirster. God, Jesus Christ, he is so cool. Can we get a Zephyro versus Akron fight? They're probably two of the most powerful emanators in the galaxy. Like, if you were to name like emanators that are even stronger than most, Akron and Zephyro are probably the names that come to mind, right? At the moment. Holy shit. And then Selenova, Fantilia, Asat Pramadins. Oh my god. Let's hear Sean Shiplock again.
Only a despairing white
That's a Stim Thirster.
Both entropy and
Drop dead.
So
What's that got to do
this is
with
still a
us?
Sopramon. This next line is Zephyro. No,
Still
just
not
kidding.
enough for you? The fools will only flounder in tears
Come on, Fentilia.
after the wise have been buried.
This is Zephyro.
cease your chatter. The sun has risen from the end of time.
What a bro. How are they gonna? Oh my god, this changes everything. Oh, what a trailer! What a trailer. We're 47 minutes in. I don't care. God, I cannot wait to get into the comments here. Not fine. Getting stuff. True. I cannot wait to see this animated short. I cannot wait to get into 3.4. This is the most excited I've been about the STARRAIL story since probably Penacony. Like, this is fucking crazy. Honestly, depending on where this goes, this might be the most hyped I've been for the STARRAIL story, period. As much as I love Penacony. I think I will still love Penacony more because I just have such an inherent bias towards Penacony. But they are just really opening up the lore. They are just breaking the lore open, and god damn, this is exciting. All right. Well, stream, it was an amazing night. We are now closing into almost 50 minutes, so I think we're gonna go ahead and end it here. But wow. What a thing to drop just out of nowhere, just on a random Monday night, well, or Tuesday morning now, depending on where you're at. Just the Lord Ravagers. This was the Fatui Harbinger reveal trailer for STARRAIL. We just get a immediate reveal of not all Lord Ravagers, but 4 significant Lord Ravagers. Not only did they reveal Lord Ravagers, they revealed arguably the 2 most important Lord Ravagers, right? Selenova and Zephyro. Selenova is like, quote unquote, Nanook's right hand. She commands the Antimatter Legion's fleet. And Zephyro has been said to be the most dangerous Lord Ravager. Like, we got reveals for both of them. That's crazy. Oh my god. And then obviously seeing Fentilia's true design, as well as a new Lord Ravager, Asat Pramod. Amazing stuff. And Finden's story continues to build up as one of the most important narrative characters in the entire game. And just, I cannot wait to see where his character ends up going. It's going to be amazing stuff. Well, okay, we're going to go ahead and stop here for tonight. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. The next time you'll see me is going to be Wednesday evening or Wednesday afternoon when we summon for Jufufu and Zenless Zone Zero. So we're going to be pivoting from this Honkai STARRAIL excitement back to Zenless. Still very exciting stuff. Jufufu summons are going to be super cool. Super excited to get her and being able to start running Yixuan in the game. So you'll see me then. But thank you guys so much for watching. I'm going to go ahead and just hop on Reddit and Twitter and YouTube and just immerse myself with the STARRAIL community. And just really enjoy myself because STARRAIL, whenever it gets like this, and the community is just so much fun to interact with. So I'll catch you guys next time. Have a good night, everyone, and peace late.